Hey, what's going on, guys? Late Bloomer here, coming at you with my video of why you can suck and still beat Fatalis. So, I keep looking at people and trying to figure out why people are having such a hard time. And I've just come to the simple conclusion. You suck. Your gear sucks. Your mindset sucks. Everything that you're doing sucks. And you want to know how I know that? Because I beat Fatalis. And I suck. Here's the thing about Fatalis that you need to know is that you got to come correct. You got to come with the right kind of gear. I know that I think one of the main problems that people are having is that they come incorrect. They blow through World, they blow through Iceborne, and a lot of them are new players. And here's the thing about that is that you got to think that Fatalis is literally the last monster of Iceborne. He is the hardest fight, and it's for a good reason. And most players, they had months, if not years, to prepare for this fight without ever knowing that this fight was coming. They got all their gear completely augmented and leveled up. They had the best of the best armor on, like Brachydios and Safi'jiiva and everybody that was out at that time. And that's the thing is that when you don't come with that level of armor, with that level of defense, with that level of skills, you're gonna lose. And so many people are like, I can't beat him. I don't know why I can't beat him. And it's not even just a matter of getting good. It's a matter of just understanding that you're underleveled and you can't just come into it underleveled. As much as you would like to, as much as I would have liked to come into it underleveled, you just can't. Now, then you have others that are just like, well, just carry me then. I don't mind being carried, or just help me get enough pieces so I can make the Fatalis armor and then I can beat him myself. And that's a way to go. I mean, I'm pretty sure that I honestly didn't even soul him until I had enough Fatalis armor. But I also definitely was doing another thing. I was learning his movesets. Because that's another thing too, is if you don't learn his movesets, if you don't learn his tells, you're still gonna lose no matter what skills you have. And the thing is you don't even have to be good. Like, I beat him a couple of times now by myself with Longsword, and that's not what I originally sold him with. But I've sold him now with Longsword, and I can tell you I'm not a great Longsword user. But I definitely understood what his movesets were, and I was able to counter them enough and heal enough to be able to stay alive, not cart, and win the fight. I think that I've carted at least once in one of my solos with the Longsword. Maybe even twice. No, I'm pretty sure it was once. But that's the whole thing, is like, you got 3 lives, and if you eat for safeguard, you got a 4th life, and if you eat for feline insurance, if you got feline insurance as an option, that's a 5th life. And that's for the event quest. Obviously, if you are eating or you're fighting for the special assignment, you already got 5 lives there, and then if you eat for safeguard, that's 6 lives. So I mean, the lives are there. You can make it through a Fatalis fight. Just do enough damage, just be consistent in dodging his moves, and you'll win. The thing is you don't have to be good. You don't have to get good. You just gotta understand, and I guess that, a part of getting good is understanding, right? But I can tell you this, I am not good at Longsword, and I still sold him because I understood his mechanics. And granted, I've fought in Fatalis and beaten him dozens and dozens and dozens of times now in multiplayer. Obviously, like, even right now, you just see that I lost connection in a multiplayer fight, and now I'm basically fighting by myself. And I was basically like, you know what, let me see if I can actually take him on now with a Longsword. If I'm good enough, if I've figured out enough of his movesets now after all these years just to solo him, because I usually like helping people, beat Fatalis, because I know people have a really hard time beating him. And so basically I was just like, let me take this opportunity. You see, I just whiffed there. Like, you don't gotta be perfect. And I've watched Longsword users who just abuse Fatalis, and I'm definitely not that person. I know certain things that you can, manipulate him to do, like the fire cones. But even then, like, I still wasn't doing this, like, efficiently. Like, there were times that I didn't do the things that I know that I should have been doing. Like, I didn't use like the ballistas the way that I should have. I didn't use the cannons the way that I should have. I basically had to go from multiplayer mindset to solo mindset, and I was basically thrown off guard. But I just wanted to show that even in this fight, I want to show that I am screwing up a lot and I still win this fight. And you can too. You can suck and still win against Fatalis. I suck and I still beat Fatalis. The thing is I'm not a speedrunner. I'm not an expert in Monster Hunter World, but I'm good enough to beat these monsters solo. So that's all I had to say. You know, if you need help, you know, go for it. But you know, also I would dare you to just go and fight Fatalis. Even if it's just to learn, just fight him. Just do what you got to do. Figure out the fight, and I guarantee you'll beat him. I mean, I finished this fight in like 28 minutes. That's 2 minutes short of what I had going. Actually, this fight actually may have been down to the wire. But then I soloed him the next fight, and then I still had like 2 minutes left, which is still crazy because I've been fighting Fatalis for a long time. It should be probably, there's people that have tried to do it sub 10 now. And I'm over here still trying to pull 20 minutes. And I'm barely being able to do it. So, you know, you don't gotta be good to be Fatalis. You just gotta understand that you gotta come correct. And if you don't come correct, Fatalis is gonna punish you. Skills that people keep poo-pooing on, I'm sorry, you can't poo-poo on them. Divine Blessing is gonna save your life. If you can get level 5 Divine Blessing, go for it. It's a skill in the game. It's given there for, I mean, it's put there for a reason. Anyone that says, oh, we don't accept a win if you beat him with Divine Blessing, get the frick out of here. Like, it doesn't even make sense that you have that argument, because that means that everything else is a crutch. Attack 7 is a crutch. Evade window is a crutch. Guard is a crutch. Anything that you use to beat Fatalis is a crutch if you want to use that argument. It's a terrible argument. It's not a cheat. It's not a mod in the game. It's a skill that was given in the game. It's a 60% proc anyway, so it's not even going to happen all the time. Another skill that people don't seem to understand, and it's completely changed my life in the last couple of weeks, is Fire Resistance level 3. I'm telling you, his fire attacks hit really hard. If you use resistance level 3, fire resistance, he's going to hit you way less. You know, so you got Divine Blessing level 5, fire resistance level 3. I'm telling you, it will save your life. Use it. It's there for a reason. Everyone says, oh, well, if you just put a bunch of attack, you know, then you know you'll kill him faster and then you don't need all those defenses. I'm telling you right now, if you're dying, if you're getting one-shotted from Fatalis, which you can, because you don't have defensive skills, your attacks don't matter anyways. You gotta come with the mindset of, I want to stay alive long enough to kill Fatalis. You can have mix sets with some attack, you can have some mix sets with some defense. My mix sets have attack and defense, and I still end up beating Fatalis. Look at this. I'm doing decent enough damage to Fatalis, and you can too. Don't let people crap on your build and what you're doing. What matters is the W and how you, and it doesn't matter what they said, because those people are elitists, and who cares how they won, because those people will probably have gotten carried at some point themselves, and they're just being ignorant in their argument. Like, anything that they're using, it's a crutch as well. I mean, that's just how you have to use that argument, because it's just true. Anything that you use to do what you got to do, like if you need attack level 7, if you need agitator level 7 to beat him, if you need coalescence level 3 to beat him, that's a crutch. Because if that's the case, just beat him naked. Beat him with no armor on. Beat him with no skills. That's the only way that we should accept a kill on Fatalis, if we're going to have that argument. If we're going to draw, you know, that argument to its logical conclusion, then everyone should be Fatalis naked then, or it doesn't count. Anyhow, that's my 2 cents. If you liked the video, leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe. Until next time, peace out.